Hello and welcome to Blue Brick 33. Today I'll be reviewing the LEGO Harry Potter Diagon Alley. This set has 5,544 pieces. It retails for $400 in the US and is geared for ages 16 and up. Now I'm going to look at the 4 buildings first. Then we'll take a look at this secret box that I have not opened yet. And I will open this after I show the buildings. And then I will show the minifigures, including the 2 minifigures that are in this box. Okay, so the first building we're going to take a look at is Ollivanders and Scribbulus. So it just connects by technical pegs. And, okay. So it has pretty much half and half, when Ollivanders is a little bit bigger than Scribbulus. So there's a lot more in Ollivanders than in Scribbulus. And there's like some windows here, and they're yellow probably because there's actually some lanterns in there. And it says Ollivanders, and then makers of the fine wands. There's a window here, a little sign here. And then in the displays right here, there's a lamp. Here there's only 1 wand box that can open because there is a new kind of wand box piece where it comes with 10 of them, I think, in the set, including the one that Ollivander from the minifigures comes with. And this wand box, all of them have wands in it. They have different colored wands, a lot of them. So that's pretty cool. And I'll show a few of them in the set. I'm not going to show all of them though. And then up here there's 2 owls. One of them is actually winking, which is cool. And then one thing that I really like is you actually use this transparent piece right here and have Hedwig, probably it is, carrying a piece of newspaper, and it says the Daily Prophet, the boy who lived, when actually the next building that I'll be showing in this set comes with the Daily Prophet, and this is where the newspaper is from, so that's pretty cool. And then there's also like the little stone pathway where you can put minifigures here, all the stones and stuff. And then I'm going to show Ollivanders first, the 1st and 2nd floor, and then I'll show Scribbulus the 1st and 2nd floor. And on Scribbulus there is like a little torch here and some signs, and the door opens here. And the door opens here on Ollivanders. So let's go into Ollivanders first. So I can just close the door back up there. And if you want, like, you're probably not going to be displaying this up right against the wall. But if you want to display this right against the wall, they have the stairs be able to be back. And then when you want to play with it, you can just swing them around. That. And I really like that, how it swings open with the stairs to lead to there, to the 2nd floor. And then here's like a little banister. And then here there's the stairs. There's 3 of those wand boxes, 2 in display, I'm pretty sure. And then 1 can open when it actually doesn't have a lid. It just comes with a box with a wand in it. Over here is where the door is. Here there's a candle. Here's like the little part where Ollivander can get the money, and he has a quill probably from Scribbulus. The writing shop next door. And then here's like the cash register. This is pretty cool. Then there's another wand box right there. And on this wall, it actually has a bunch of wand boxes, but sadly only one of them you can take out to open, and inside there's just a wand that you can hold these on the minifigures. So yeah, and you can just put these and slide them back in, and then when you go up you can see the 2nd floor. This little table right here was a pretty fun build. And here's the swivel chair. Here there's another wand box in display. There's a wand box already open there. And one cool thing about this is there's actually a drawer that's already open. which I think is neat. And then there's just 2 ladders, put in like that, and then you can just fold it like that. And Ollivander can use it to get some more wands on the wand shelf, where only one of them slides out again. It opens, and you can just take this one out, and inside is one of these wands. Now there's a bunch of different colored wands, like there's a white one under the stairs, like there's a nugget one, I think. There's a bunch more, but I'm not going to show all of those, because one thing that is kind of annoying and sad is that a lot of the wand boxes and stuff, you can take them out, but it's very hard to put them back inside. Like if you take something out over here or something, especially in some of the other places in the other buildings in the set, it's really hard to put it back in, which I do wish they could have maybe had a feature to be able to make it easier, but it's not too big of a deal. And then there's the chimneys right here, and I love how you build this with the hinges to make it slanted, which is really cool. And then on Scribbulus, you open the door here, and in the window, there's actually a scroll on display. And in here, there's some quills, and then just some more stuff. And right here, there's a little table with another quill and a lantern. Here's where the scroll was in display. And then the second floor has a couch, a rug. I don't know why there is this skull piece in here. It's a nice inclusion because these pieces are really cool to get, but I don't get why it's in there. Now, one thing that you can do actually is you can kind of put the skull on a character. That's kind of neat. But yeah. And then there's also probably like a potion here. I really like how the couch has like some teared parts using a sticker, where there's tons of stickers in the set. And here's a fireplace without any fire. So yeah, this is Ollivanders. Now let's take a look at quality Quidditch supplies. Okay, so this one, what I really like is actually this little thing right here, how it uses a golden snitch, and either a quaffle or a bludger right here probably. And I really like that. Really nice to get the golden snitch piece where you don't really have that piece. And then the windows are actually at an angle, which is kind of neat. And then here there's a poster saying, or not a poster, a little sign saying, "Have you seen this wizard?" And that's probably Sirius Black on there. And then right here, there's the door that opens, and in display, there's a broom. And here in display, on the other side, there's the Hufflepuff mannequin showing the Hufflepuff Quidditch robe, and there's also a Ravenclaw Quidditch robe, which I love because I am a Ravenclaw. But right over here, there's a door that can open. And I do like how this is built and looks with the Daily Prophet. And now there is a sign saying the Daily Prophet here. The sign with all the 4 houses here. And a sign that says Quidditch and a lantern. But yeah, now let's take a look at the inside of the Daily Prophet first. And there is another "Have you seen this wizard?" sign right there. And the inside, there's a spider web, a sign, or like just a sticker with a bunch of articles that they've written there. And one thing that is cool is there is a feature to put the buildings back to back instead of side to side. And this one lines up with Weasley's Wizard Wheezes and Nocturne Alley. And Nocturne Alley will go against this. And the window in Nocturne Alley will actually show the spider web. It's cool. It's just strange with the door here opening, but I probably will show that later on in the review. Now the other thing in here is just a little container with some newspaper in it, and I do love how this is built with just a bunch of normal parts to make it look like there's a bunch of newspapers in here when there's really one. It's the same newspaper as Hedwig is holding, where it's just the Daily Prophet, Boy Who Lived. So you can just put that back in there. And yeah, that's pretty much the Daily Prophet. I do wish there might have been like a smidge or more up here. It's not too big of a deal because Quality Quidditch has a lot in here. So when you go in the door in the Quality Quidditch, here's the Hufflepuff mannequin on display with the broom, the Hufflepuff robe, which I love this piece. And you can just put that back in display. Here's probably some bats for Quidditch. And you can take these all off. Now here is 4 little robes. Like in Ollivanders, there's a bunch of stacks of wands, and here there's just a bunch of things like with the robes. Now these robes sadly can't pull out. They're just supposed to look like the robes. Now that's probably Hufflepuff the yellow, that's probably Slytherin, that's probably Gryffindor, and that's probably Ravenclaw. I do wish that was blue, because like on that shelf there's some blue pieces. But if that's supposed to be Ravenclaw, it's weird as a gray. And then up here, there's a rug, the awesome Ravenclaw torso. And then here it has 2 brooms right there. And it says, feel free to test fly any of our brooms. Where that sticker is annoying to put on. And then over here, there's like a chest with probably 2 quaffles or bludgers in there and another bat. And then here there's just a stack of some of the Quidditch robes. Now, or outfits. Up on the top, there's actually a pile of newspapers right there. And here there's a chimney. And here's a little door to actually the 3rd floor. Where when you open that, in here, you can find a rat. Here's some cheese. And there's just a bunch of more stacks of the Daily Prophet and the Boy Who Lived newspaper. I do wish they might have had another print for the newspaper instead of only the Boy Who Lived newspaper, where it would have been cool to have more than one, or not more than one, but a lot more different kinds of newspapers instead of just one of the same in a bunch of places. Now, one thing that I do think is cool is there's actually a bunch of newspaper pieces on the window to make it look like they covered up the windows with the newspapers, or that this place is full of newspapers. And yeah, that is pretty much Quality Quidditch and the Daily Prophet. So you can just connect these back up, but I'm not going to do that right now. Now, the second to last one is actually Flourish Blotts and Ice Cream Parlor. There is a side build for this, and I'll show that after I show this building. There's also a side build for the last building. And outside, there's some places where you can have some books that you can open, or not open, but you can't. They're locked in place. It's just built to look like there's a bunch of spines. Now, there's actually 3 different books that you can open. 2 of them are the same, and the minifigures have them. One of them is inside of here. Right here, there's one of Gilderoy Lockhart's books on display, where that's just a tile when it comes with 2 of these with the minifigures that can actually open that are the same book. And then right over here in the ice cream parlor, there's 2 different chairs, a little table where you can put some ice cream that comes with the door to open, this awesome awning, and there's like a little sign with 2 chairs and a table, probably with some ice cream there. Here there's a little lantern. There is a window right there, and then I really like how you build the roof. I just think it looks awesome. Now, I think you also use this technique in for Privet Drive, where I don't have that set right now. And in the back of the ice cream parlor, just put that back on. After you open the door, inside, I do really like this inside, and I love the color that's used, the yellow right here. Now, one thing that is annoying is this keeps falling off, or sometimes it falls off. They actually use like black lipstick in there, so that's kind of funny. And right here, there is just some glasses or something that you can put some ice cream in. There is a new piece where it comes with 2 of them. I think the only way to get that is by getting a character in the Harry Potter series 2 minifigures, but I'm not sure about that. I'm almost positive though. And then what the piece looks like is just this, and you can put something in there. And I'll show more about that piece when I show the minifigures. And here there's a little counter where you can actually put some characters waiting for it, and you can put the owner just behind here serving. And now this second floor has a rug, a little chair, a lamp using a black sausage up there, a teacup, and a teapot. Now, here's the window. And one thing that I did want to show was right here on the ice cream parlor, it says, today's suggestions. It's like chocolate, peanut butter, black beer, and raisin, and like bat juice and earwing. So that's kind of funny. And over here in Flourish Blotts, there is a bunch of different stickers just saying some words, like there's bookbinders, reading rooms, bookseller, reading rooms, bookbinders, bookseller. So yeah, now when you open the door into Flourish Blotts, there isn't too much in here actually. Probably so you can put maybe like the side bills right here, where there's not really a good spot to put this in Flourish Blotts, but you can put it like right here or something. And now there is another one of those. Have you seen those wizard signs? And I did forget to show. Right here, there's just a sign that says Flourish Blotts. And in the inside, you can fold down the stairs, which I really like. To have the stairs, where one thing that I did wish was maybe a quality Quidditch could have some stairs, because every building, but like the small buildings, have stairs, except for quality Quidditch supplies. And I really like how you can have this go up and down. If you want to have it against the wall, it's flat, and then to play with it, you can just push it down. And then right here, there's like a little banister or something so you don't fall off. On the second floor, and I'll show more of the second floor after I show the first floor. Now right here is the back of what the little thing in the window is, where it has Gilderoy Lockhart and then Magical Me, and it comes with 2 copies that actually open when in the set and with the minifigures, and this one's just a tile in the display. So you can just put that back in there. Like, it is very hard to put back, and not very hard. This one's a little more easier than some of the other ones, especially in Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. That one's probably the hardest to put all the stuff that you take out back in. But I'll show more of that after I show Flourish Blotts. And then over here, there's a pillar. Here, there's just another stack of books. And here, there's a bookcase. And then when you go up the stairs, it says Flourish Blotts right here. Here's a little book with the levitation spell. Here's a little lantern. Some more books. And then another bookshelf. So yeah, I definitely wish that Flourish Blotts had a little more in here compared to the other ones, but it's still okay. Yeah, now I'll show the side build here, where it has 2 of Gilderoy Lockhart's, or 4 probably, of his books, because it comes with Gilderoy Lockhart for him to sign them, which is cool. And then here's a little quill to sign the books. So yeah, that's pretty much the side build. And let's go to the last building now. Now this one also has a side build too, and I'll show that after showing the whole thing, or maybe in the middle because there is a little place where I think you can put it, but it's not the best place to put it. But I'll first show Nocturne Alley, where here it has a little sign that says Nocturne Alley. And then here's just the hole to put it in, to have all these together. And in the back, it's not too much, but there is a Technic peg right here where that's helped to put the back to back. But that also means that there could be a Nocturne Alley expansion set in the future. Now I have no clue if they're going to do one or if they're not, but hopefully they will, and hopefully they'll also do a Gringotts expansion too. So yeah, that's pretty much Nocturne Alley. Not too much over there. There's the window that can move. But yeah, now let's take a look at all of this. I really like the orange and the purple together. Now there is some gray throughout and a little bit of black up top. Here there is some windows and some more windows. Here's a door to go inside, another door over here. Now there's a lot of stickers, and I'm not going to say everyone, but I'll say a few of them. Like right here it says Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, which is the name of the building. Here it says like Masterpiece of Modern Magic. And then here's a little lantern, and just, I have no clue what that is. But it's just something on the side. And on the side right here, it says Jinx Off, W probably for Weasley, and here it says Dark Mark. So now, in the inside, it's very colorful. And I will be showing this little feature after I showed the inside with something in the front. Now, right over here, there's like a little cash register to put Fred and George there. And then here's a little lantern. Here, there's another like shelf. And here is just some more shelves of stuff that you can get. Here's just some random stuff under the stairs. Now on the stairs, there's some decals, or not decals, stickers, just saying like up, mayhem, magical, more. And an arrow. Here there's probably some balloons that can swing out, which is cool. And I love how the stairs, how the railings are all colorful, like in the movies and books. And on the second floor, these might be lollipops right here. There's like 3 of them with different stickers on them. Those are definitely not the easiest to put on those stickers to make them look good, and they still don't even look good, too good, once they've done that. Over here it says just like Fred Weasley's basic blaze box, maybe? I think. And it's very hard to see to take them all out and then put them back in. Where here's what it says, Fred Weasley's basic blaze box. There's like 6 of those in here. Very, very hard to put them back in. Because the stairs, I really wish that they could have maybe like been able to move. You are able to take them off very easily. To put them back in, which is kind of nice, but they're not really supposed to be able to do that. Now I'm just gonna put these back in. Okay, so we just put them back in when they are still hard to put back in. I do really wish that maybe they could like swing to the side to be able to get stuff like Ollivanders. But yeah, here there's just boxes. Here there's another shelf, another lantern. And here there's just some random stuff. And when you go up the stairs, I really, 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 really like this geode piece. I love this piece. Really cool, especially in the inside. It still feels like crystals are in there. Really like that piece. Then just there's some random stuff up here. Like there's actually 2 microfigures there. And here it's a little peek at a mechanism. It's hard to see for the front. So now let's take a look at the mechanism or the feature after showing this little love potion, and just has some like hearts here. Pretty sure this is the love potion from like the movies and books. And then you can put it right here. Not the best spot, but there is a little spot there that you could put it if you wanted when in Flourish Blotts. So it's not really a spot to put the little book signing thing, only out of it. So yeah, now let's take a look at the feature, which is actually involved with this like big skull person in the windows here, where there's the two legs down there. Here there is a little torso and a tie with the arms. And if you want to see more on that, I have a peek inside, showing a little bit on how that looks without all the windows here. Here there's the little head with the hat and the arm, and the feature is this little gray thing right on top. When you push it, his hat tips. Very fun to build this part, and I really do like this feature, where it's pretty much the only feature with Technic in here, which is nice. And sometimes it does get stuck, but you just have to do a little bit of that. And I really like that feature. So yeah, we've taken a look at the whole set, or not the whole set, but all the buildings. Now let's open the special box, then I'll review this, and then I'll show the minifigures, and yeah. So now I'm going to open this. Now this was supposed to be like the 21 bag probably, when this all takes 20 bags, more than one of each bag obviously, but yeah. Now let's open this. Now it doesn't advertise what it comes with on the box except for one figure in here. Okay. Inside is a little bag with Hagrid and Harry, and a stand for him with a quote, I think. And then here's just another bag with Hagrid, or some parts that Hagrid uses. So yeah, now I'm gonna get the spill and show it. Okay, so I just finished building box 21, and this is what it looks like. Very nice inclusion with the set. I do love the Hagrid and Harry that it comes with, and I'll show those right after I show the stand, and I'll start the minifigures, where very easy build compared to the other builds in Diagon Alley. But it says on this printed tile, which is very nice to have it printed, "Welcome Harry to Diagon Alley." And then it says it was from Ruby's Hagrid right here, from the first book or first movie, and then it says Lego Harry Potter. And it comes with Harry and Hagrid exactly from that scene, I think. So that is really cool. And now let's take a look at Hagrid, and then Harry, and then all the other minifigures. So yeah. So Hagrid, he is a little bit bigger than the other minifigures, which I really like. Just like in the books and movies, where he has a little pink umbrella right here. And he looks really weird without his hair, though. And no alternate face. His arms are like a minifigure where they move, but they are attached in just by like a Technic peg. And you actually use the short legs, which are hard to take off now that I have him built. Okay. And those just can go in here. So that is pretty cool. So that is Hagrid. I do wish it maybe came with two Hagrids, because it comes with two Harrys, one for the stand and one from the second book, probably to display on the set, when you might want to display the stand here and then also have Hagrid displayed on the set. So I do wish that it came with two Hagrids maybe. So yeah, And then the Harry from the first book, it looks like, just has a scar here. You can kind of see it. And then his other face is exactly the face that the other one has. I don't get why if this is from the first book and the other hair is from the second book. And the soot's probably from the flu powder that Harry went into. So I don't really know why he has it here. But yeah, I really like this stand. And now let's look at the next minifigures. So the next one I'm going to take a look at is just Harry. This one looks like he's from the second book. And you can have the scene where he comes out of Nocturne Alley over there because his other face is covered with the soot. Now there is 2 extra wands that you don't use in Ollivanders when you can take out the wands in the boxes to put on all the characters. But it only comes with like 2 wands that you can put on the characters, where it doesn't tell you to put them on the characters, but I did put them on 2 of the characters. So yeah, and then definitely like this Harry figure. The next one is Ginny, and she has the book from Gilderoy Lockhart, and sadly there's no printing inside with any words. It's just a tan 1x2 tile, and her other look is more of a sad look. So yeah, that is her. Now there is another copy of this with Gilderoy Lockhart himself. Now the next character is Gilderoy Lockhart, where he comes with the exact same book that I just showed. So I'm not going to really go ahead and show that, but I really like his outfit with a double-sided cape where it has purple on this side and yellow on the inside. Really like that. And then his other expression is great, where he has more of like a trying to hold it in, like more of a worried look and stuff. And yeah, that is pretty much Gilderoy Lockhart. They aren't really too stable where they could fall down like that. Now the next one is the owner of the ice cream parlor with a spoon, the new cup piece, and this other face just has more of like a no expression look than his first face. And the new piece with this is really cool, where it just lets a thing with a stud be in it, where it doesn't actually have something to put it on. Just is able to hold it in here, and there can be like some ice cream in there, because that's really what it's used for. So yeah, that is pretty much him. Now the next one is Molly Weasley. And now before I show Molly Weasley, you are able to put this little table right before Gilderoy Lockhart. So Molly Weasley, I really like her hair, and this is her other expression. This piece is pretty cool, where it looks more like a dress, where it's sloped. One thing that I did find interesting was it's a smidge bigger, the torso, than this, so it kind of comes off just a slight bit, but not too big of a deal. From far away, you can't notice that at all. So that is Molly Weasley. The next one is Fred, I think it is, and he has a red tie, and his other expression is more of a happier look. And the next one is George, where he has an orange tie, it looks like, and his other expression is a really happy look. Then the next one is Lucius Malfoy, Draco's dad. I like the hair piece a lot. Doesn't have an alternate expression, and he has like a little staff or something like that there. And here's the next one is Draco, where he has a little smirk on his first face with the Slytherin robe, it looks like. and his other face is more of an angry look. So yeah, the next one is Hermione, where I gave her one of the wands in the things. Now I did give Draco a black one, but they do come off easily, where it also is hard to put on. Like, I found it's easier to help put on the wand that way than putting it on them that way. The hand, so yeah. Now let's look at Hermione. I really do like the hairpiece that they use. And her outer expression is a worried look and a scared look. Okay, so that's Hermione. The next one is Ron. And his outer look is also a worried and scared look. And his hairpiece is okay for him. But yeah, that's pretty much him. Now there's 2 figures left, which one of them is the Daily Prophet photographer. And he has a little camera here. Really like how that is built. And then his alternate face is more of an angry look. You can just click that back on there. So now the last one is Ollivander with the new wand box piece. And I've already shown what wand is in there. And you can just have him hold it. And his other expression is this. So yeah, that is all the figures. Now, I'm pretty sure this is 14 figures when it, other than 13 there. Then it includes Hagrid from the stand in the number of figures on the box, but it doesn't show Harry from the stand. And if you want to, you can count the mannequins in Quality Quidditch as 2 minifigures. So if you're counting all those, it comes with 17 minifigures. So yeah, now let's look at the last thing, which is I'm going to show a few ways you can have this being displayed. Now, the first one is how it shows you just having them all come together, where I'm not going to push in the Technic pegs for it now, but just having them all in one straight line. Okay, so here is one of my favorite ways probably to display it, where you put all them together and then you can put a bunch of the minifigures in the stoneways. And I just really like how this looks with all the signs everywhere. So yeah, now there is another way other than that I'm going to show in here, where you actually can put them back to back. So if you put like Quality Quidditch just randomly next to Ollivanders, it will look weird because Quality Quidditch has 3 floors when Ollivanders only has 2. So you have to line them up with the right one. Where Flourish Blotts and the ice cream parlor are pretty much the same height. So when you push these together with all the holes and Technic pegs at the back, that's what a Technic peg is used for in Nocturnally. It makes for them being back to back, which is pretty nice. And now you can just put this one here and have this one go here. And one thing that I actually really like is when you put these together back to back, because they're both the same height, and then you attach them here, Nocturne Alley lines up with the Daily Prophet. I'm just going to show it this way. And you can see kind of the spider web inside the Daily Prophet in that window. And then it looks like when you go into Nocturne Alley, there's a bunch of newspapers right there, which is really neat. The only problem is when you open this, it's weird that way, but it looks really good this way. So yeah, that is pretty much some of the ways. Now I might make a video showing a little more of the ways that you can do in this set. But yeah, now you just have to have these separated. And you can just push this back, where sometimes they are a little hard to push in. And you can just take these off, like this just fell off again. Because that is annoying. But let's just put this one here. And this one here. And then you can put all the minifigures in places and have the stand that it comes with in the secret box. Like here or something on display. So yeah, that was the review of the Lego Harry Potter Diagon Alley. If you are a true Harry Potter fan, this is definitely for you. When it might not be worth $400 if you haven't read the Harry Potter books before. But yeah, subscribe so you don't miss any future reviews like this. And bye!